First opened in 2017, there's a look at the beautiful state-of-the-art Mercedes-Benz Stadium here in Atlanta, GA.
A dazzling facility located here in the heart of Atlanta, Georgia. Welcome inside Mercedes-Benz Stadium. Ejayr Fairbairn ready to get this one going. And away we go at Mercedes-Benz Stadium. Here's Avery Williams on the return. And he'll break the 15, but not get much further. Tough field position to start this one out. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. Drive begins with a run. It's Robinson. He'll cobble together a yard there. Tackle there by Danielle Hunter. Just a gain of 1, and that brings up 2nd and 9. Shotgun snap now to Cousins. Completes. It's Bijan Robinson. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a 1st down.
Okay, I know exactly what's going to happen. I've seen it once. I've seen it 100 times. Next week on the practice field, this running back's going to say, see, I'm not just a running back. I can play receiver. And you receivers, you couldn't do my job, but I just showed you I could do yours. Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Here's 2nd and 11. Finds a seam down the middle. And they'll get him down after he gets into the 48. All set up now for 1st and 10. And they spike the ball to stop the clock. 2nd and 10, need to get some positive yardage here. Here's Robinson up the middle. He's got a gain of 6 there. Kalen Bullock up to make the stop. 6 yards the pick up there. That's going to bring up 3rd and 4.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid gain, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of a defense.
Now Cousins on 3rd and short. Complete beyond the marker. He gets loose down the right side. And he's into the end zone for an Atlanta touchdown. The Falcons finish up an excellent opening series. What an outstanding opening series, partner. They just wore down that defense as they marched their way to the end zone.
Yeah, it took a whole bunch of that opening script to find a touchdown, but it showed just how well designed that script was. It was the right sequence of plays to keep that ball moving and find the end zone while getting your offense established in its top gear right here early on.
His kick is good, for the moment at least, as we've got a flag down on the field. I think they're going to get him for hitting the kicker. Out to kick it away, here's Pinion. And he got all of that one out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Stroud in the air to start us off. Falcons getting close, and they take him down. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
First couple snaps, first drive of the game, it's all about who can land that opening punch. Gain that first advantage in a game-long back and forth. Well, that opening punch was a solid cross, maybe even an uppercut that caught him right on the job and sets an immediate tone for this defense.
Back to the line they go. It's 2nd down. Putting one of the tight ends in motion right. After the sack, another pass on second down. And they get to him again. Offense up to the line fast. On third and long, it's Stroud. Again, he's under pressure, and he goes down. And the defense comes through, and that's going to back him up and bring up fourth down. Texans going to kick this away on fourth, and it's Tommy Townsend on for the punt. And he's in a real tough spot for his first kick. And he gets it away from his end zone. And hey, at least he held onto the football, but they will get nothing on that return. That punt goes unanswered. No return there. And the Falcons will take over. They're set up at the 35 now. First and 10, a run to Robinson. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
These edge defenders in the league today, Kate, they've got so much on their list to do. A huge to-do list. They got to get to the passer, they got to set an edge, and they got to stop that run game, not just on the end of the line, but in that case, right in the middle of the field. Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have third down here. Out of the gun, Cousins. That's caught for the first. And he's down inside the red zone before hitting the deck. He finds him 16 yards and a new set of downs.
That's what we call situational football. You spend all week working on your nickel passing game package to take advantage of third downs just like that.
And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. Give him around 6. That's going to make it 2nd and 4.
A humble 5 to 6 yard gain on the ground. Not a huge gain, not a game-changing play by any means, but one that keeps you on schedule and takes some of the starch out of that front 7.
On second down, Robinson. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Third down give to Robinson. And he'll get this inside the 10 to the 9. They get 2 on the play, and now they've got first and goal. And we will not get another play. That's going to do it for the first quarter. Neither side separating much so far. We'll make our return to Mercedes-Benz Stadium after this. Welcome back. Time for our second quarter. The Falcons with a chance to score. Working from the gun, it's Cousins. Has it in close. And he's brought down real close to that goal line at the 1.
It's got to be one of the shortest completions I've ever seen on a curl and go. That route's like a fine wine, Kate. It gets better the longer it matures, but that court came out a little early that time.
And he gets in. Touchdown! The Falcons pull that in front further, 13-zip. It's a Bijan Robinson touchdown. So, Brock, this offense looking sharp here in the first half as they extend their lead.
You know, and when things are going well, sometimes you really just get into a groove. And this is a unit that's putting the pieces together.
And the kick is good. And we're going to have some extra yardage added to the kickoff on the roughing call. Out to kick it away, here's Pinion. And that's over the 20, the landing zone, and almost everything else. So that football coming out to the 30-yard line. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Stroud off the play fake. And he goes down. The Falcons got to him. Big play
credit for this early lead. Heck, give every player in that defense now their 4th sack of this game credit, because that ambush on the quarterback, a big reason why they're in control of this game.
That's a catch for Nico Collins. And it's a nice game, but still not enough for the first. And the Falcons get a 5th defensive back out there. 3rd down coming. Here's Stroud. Into a crowd, and a defender comes up with it. That's Justin Simmons. He got in front of that one for the pick. Looked like that's the receiver it was designed to go to on that play, too.
Yeah, the QB just must have missed the lurky defender in coverage right there. That's where, as a QB, you've got to have the vision to not just see your route, but see those defenders in front of it. If you stare down your receivers in this league, turnovers follow.
From the gun, it's Robinson. And he's charged towards the line. It's right around 3 yards.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
And this defense continuing to erase the ground game. This one stopped at the line. Stuck to the ground, but nothing gained that time, and it brings up 3rd and 7. Throwing from the gun. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Picked off by Jalen Petrie. And he's going to go. It's a pick 6. That play, Brock, that play was beautiful. Not just making the interception, but then seeing the return slowly come together in front of him as he took it all the way to the house.
Yeah, I think even for us up here in the booth, it looked like a scene out of a movie, didn't it? Starts running it back, scans the field for a lane, then the blocks come just in the nick of time to wipe out the would-be tacklers, and he's got open space and nothing but the end zone in front of him.
This one is up and good. And the Texans chop the lead in half. It's down to 7. A quick chance at redemption after that pick 6 as it's sent away. Here comes Williams on the return. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. A handoff for Robinson, running right. And all that for a single yard. What an effort to get what he could there. Only gets a yard there to make it 2nd and 9. Back to throw, Cousins. That won't be caught outright. It's incomplete. Looking for the back that time. So they're left facing 3rd and long.
There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage, and that really did help force the incompletion.
Throwing on 3rd, Cousins. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of 4th down. The Falcons getting ready for the punt. On the return for the Texans, Steven Sims. And some textbook work covering that punt. It is stopped after almost nothing on the return. That one an impressive 57-yard kick. And it's going to be Texans football. New set of downs for him at the 38. On play action, here's Stroud. It's another first half mistake. He's intercepted again. And the Falcons get it back after making their 3rd first half interception.
Well, obviously not the cleanest game with now 2 interceptions, but here's the key. This is where mental toughness for a quarterback becomes so critical. And frankly, why some of the best QBs playing today have baseball in their background, because you flush your mistakes. Okay, you strike out, you throw an interception, but you got to go get it in that next series. Got to put these interceptions behind and press forward ahead.
And he's going to be brought down at the 23-yard line. That's 16 on the pickup. And the Falcons will have a first.
First and 10 at the 23-yard line.
It's the 2-minute warning now from Atlanta. It's the Falcons. With it, first and 10. Throwing his Cousins. That one's complete over the middle. And they get this down to the 10-yard line before going down. 14 yards on a nice play there, and it gives them first and goal.
I know the Combine tries to test everything it possibly can physically, but I don't know how you test courage at the Combine, because there's nobody defending you. Nobody wants to hit you. But that was the epitome of courage to make that in cut and make the catch.
And he's brought down real close to that goal line at the 1. Second chance at 6 here. It's second and goal. Robinson can't push it across. They make the stand. It looks like they might have stopped him a little bit behind the line, too. The Falcons spend the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. So now, here's third and goal. A little touch pass here, trying to move the chains. And the defense was ready. They got him at the line. Timeout taken by the offense, their second. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half.
You know, when receivers have room to operate, that's a play that can totally gash a defense. But Kate, when you get down here in the red zone, it becomes so much tougher because you have a whole lot less space. And in fact, you'll see defenses swarm like that one just did.
So the defense rises to the challenge and gives the ball back to their offense.
Oh, there was so much good on that play. Right play call, good route, great throw, Kate. Just needed to make the catch. That's a situation you expect your guys to convert in every time.
Stroud throwing here on first. He finds Stover. And he'll get this up to the 19-yard line as he stopped. Now we're going to get an offensive timeout. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
All right, all set up now. First and 10. Takes the handoff, now to throw. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. Second down coming up. Houston calls it second timeout. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half. So after the incompletion, here comes the second down call. Off the play fake, he'll throw. Falcons getting close, and they take him down! Just before halftime, we get a timeout, take it. All right, this is going to be the play that takes us to halftime. Back to throw it. He throws a bullet deep to the right side. And that's going to be knocked away, incomplete. So we're through 2 quarters now. Still a half of football to be played. We'll be back with more of the NFL on EA Sports. Well, that first half, certainly an interesting one. Kate, Scott, Brock Ewart with you as we get back and see what the second half has in store for us. Out to kick it away, here's Pinion. From well into the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And the return sets them up just beyond their own 20. And the drive will start out with a first and 10. Running for the first time with Joe Mixon. And they love to see him fighting forward, but he only gets them 3.
That's the kind of run play that feels like tug-of-war at field day. And you're just not moving the other side. Just a short run. Neither side feels particularly good about it, and we'll move to the next.
Off the play fake, he's gonna throw. And he goes down. The Falcons got to him. Working quickly here. They'll put one of the tight ends in motion. Throwing on 3rd down, Stroud. That one doesn't find its man, incomplete.
Can't cover it much better than that. Really well covered Kate on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
Offense still staying out after the incompletion. They're going to try on 4th. He's back to throw. He puts some power on a deep one left. And that one's going to be knocked away, and that's going to force a change in possession. And a surprising 4th down call does not yield a first. This doesn't get there. It's a turnover on downs. First and 10. Here's Cousins. And now he's going to head out of bounds after a nice game. And even 20 yards on the play, and it awards them with a 1st and goal.
This entire play, Kate, depends on how well he can separate from his man. You get man-to-man coverage, it's really about 2 things: separation and trust. Because QBs want to throw it before he breaks, that's the trust, and then they got to believe that that separation could create the big play down the field.
Robinson crosses the goal line. Touchdown, Atlanta. The Falcons push their lead further to start the half. It's a Bijan Robinson touchdown. Well, we all knew what was coming when they got into that goal line formation, didn't we, Brock? And they just pound the rock in for an old-school touchdown.
I just sometimes love that stuff. Nothing fancy, nothing cute. Here's our formation. You know we're running right at you, and we challenge you to stop us, and you can't.
That one splits the uprights. And the Falcons double their lead to 14. Out to kick it away, here's Pinion. Pierce now on the return. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Looking to throw, Stroud. Pocket isn't holding up, they're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
Let's be real clear, there is nothing lucky about number 7 at all for this quarterback. The 7th time he's been taken to the ground for a sack. This defense, they made adjustments. They're incorporating a variety of different looks and blitzes, and it just seems like, Kate, constantly they are a step ahead of whatever this offense is trying to do to protect this quarterback. I'll tell you what, Kate, that's a really nice play in coverage. That linebacker looking like a quarterback on that play. Perhaps those cover guys could take some notes and have to stay in position, and most importantly, swat that pass away.
Just got it away before the hit, but it doesn't matter. It's incomplete. 4th down coming up.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
3rd down pass didn't work, but the offense staying out there on 4th. Running back sent in motion. Stroud gonna go on 4th down. That's cut beyond the marker. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. One of their biggest plays of the game, and it comes on a 4th down gamble. Down inside the 40 now with a 1st down following that last play. Staying between the tackles with Mixon. And the plunge up the gut yields nothing there. Call it no gain on that run, and they face 2nd and 10.
These linebackers of today, they are so quick. They're so twitchy. You don't get a body on them in a hurry, they're going to stick you right at the line of scrimmage.
From the gun, Stroud. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. Gotta figure out this 3rd down here. Timeout coming from the Texans. That's their first. As that'll leave him with just 2 to use the rest of the way. This offense looking to convert as they come up on 3rd down. Operating from the gun, it's Stroud. And that's a win for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it, leads to the incompletion. 4th down coming up.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
Stroud now on 4th down. Incomplete. The surprising 4th down call does not yield a first. This doesn't get there. It's a turnover on downs. Shotgun snap, a give to Robinson. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
Kate, I knew it at the time. I think everybody did. We knew the Legion of Boom was special, right? That entire secondary, but their safety's ability, Earl and Cam, to come downhill, to make those tackles behind the line of scrimmage as he just did. Yeah, I mean, you appreciate great safety like that.
And he's out of bounds past midfield.
Kate, I can't tell you how good that is. Anticipating the outcut, having the ball on the way before the receiver's head even turns. He puts it on him so that receiver can easily get out of bounds for the nice gain.
A 5-yard gain on the play. And it's good for an Atlanta 1st down.
Okay, this is why coaches across all levels of football harp on the importance of good, fundamental tackling, not just to hear themselves talk. It's to make sure that when one of their guys has a chance to bring down a running back, they're able to do it and keep those plays from going any further.
They fake the handoff. Now Cousins. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
At the 47-yard line.
Another try following the sack. This has been a trend. Yet another interception. Henry To'o comes up with it. And the Texans will take over along the midfield stripe after the interception and return.
Well, that's now 2, Kate, that they've gotten him for picks in this game, and he's got to be careful, right? You've got to protect the football. It is the greatest treasure you have as an offense. And this defense, well, they've got 2 in their pocket, and you know they're going to be going after number 3.
Here's Stroud on 1st and 10. Connects on the crosser. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. It's a gain of 21 yards to pick up that 1st down.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. And a lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
1st and 10 are on to Mixon. And he's brought down for a loss. We'll pause now for an injured player, and it looks like he's worse for wear after handling that last carry. Offense to the line for 2nd down. Shotgun now for Stroud. Couldn't connect right side. It's incomplete. Try getting it to Nico Collins. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long.
I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
Here he is on 3rd and long. And he will score. Touchdown, Houston. The Texans parlay the interception into points. Fairbairn now for the PAT. And that one is no good. Didn't even come very close to sneaking that one in, so leave that score as is. Now probably still mentally kicking himself after that missed point after. He can take a little frustration out here as he kicks this away. Here comes Williams on the return. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Looking to throw here and shake off that previous INT. Oh no, they get him yet again. Picked off by Jalen Petrie. And the Texans are finally stopped on the return, but they'll still take over on the edge of the red zone. Okay, Brock, now back-to-back drives where they have picked him off. That's got to be a worrying trend for these coaches who know how integral the passing game is to their game plan and their success.
Those poker players, the best of them, when they figure out a tell, they...
Touchdown, Houston!
Touchdown, Houston.
So now the Texans decide not to pull the offense. They're not kicking. They're going for 2. They give it to the back of the zone read. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss.
Texans 19.
We're down to a 2-point difference as they send the kick away. Here comes Williams on the return. And he's brought down just inside the 25 on the return.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10.
This our last play of the quarter. Play action now for Cousins. That one falls incomplete and brings us to the end of this 3rd quarter. Just 1 quarter remaining in this one. It's the Falcons with the football. They're leading, but not by a ton. No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. Out of the gun, Cousins. Throw came out right as the defense got to him. That's an incomplete pass. Couldn't find Kyle Pitts on that throw. So now it's going to be 3rd and long.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Third and long for him here. Oh, and he can't follow through. He had the deep shot for a moment, Brock, but he bobbled it and drops it.
With how hard it is to get an open look downfield, you can't let the coverage off the hook with the drop. Saw open space, started running before he was able to watch the ball into his hands.
On 4th down, here's Cousins. And that one's going to be knocked away, and that's going to force a change in possession. So the defense rises to the challenge and gives the ball back to their offense.
Hey, I am all for aggression. You get 4 downs, go for it. But I do have to wonder here, Kate, after being denied once again, is there going to be a trust level on that sidelines to go for it the next time they get this shot?
1st down, Stroud. And this throw's knocked away, incomplete.
With all due respect to some of the great linebackers back in the day, to play man, you've got to be versatile. You can't just be a come up and stuff the run. You got to play coverage. And these defenses more and more rely on you to break up throws just like that.
Stroud to throw again on 2nd. Nearly intercepted. Ooh, he almost had it. Couldn't bring it in. Incomplete. That brings up third down.
Well, that's not the uniform you want to see almost bringing it in. They are so fortunate to have another shot down here after the near pick.
No connection on the last play, and now it's third down. Throwing is Stroud. Complete beyond the marker. And they're going to get this down to the 4 before being stopped. They'll have first and goal to go now after they gained 18 on the previous play.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
Now, they've certainly got the field goal in their back pocket, but they're going to try for the touchdown first here and goal to go. They're going to run here. It's Mixon. Finds the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. The Texans take a fourth-quarter lead. It's a Joe Mixon touchdown. So that, Brock, an important score here as they move out in front.
This is the time of the game where your legs just get a little bit tired, but that was a determined-looking drive right there. They were not going to be denied, and they're able to score and take the lead.
Fairbairn connects on the extra point. And the Texans jump in front now by 5. Fairbairn has it all set up for the kickoff. Here comes Williams on the return. And pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. Offense ready to begin this drive. First and 10. Throwing now, off play action. Complete out to the right side. Pickup of 12 on that play. And the Falcons will have a first.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only 1? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
And their struggles on the ground continue as he's tackled after a small gain. Manages just a yard on first down. Now it's going to be 2nd and 9.
At the 42-yard line.
Working from the gun, it's Cousins. Got a man, Robinson has it. Hits the 20. All the way, that's an Atlanta touchdown. The Falcons take a fourth-quarter lead. It's a Bijan Robinson touchdown. So that, Brock, an important score here as they move out in front.
You know, Kate, this is the time of the game where fatigue starts to set in every once in a while, but that right there was a determined-looking drive. They were not going to be denied and able to score and take the lead.
And he's into the end zone, so that turns out to be a very smart risk. They've got the lead in this fourth quarter. Out to kick it away, here's Pinion. They'll bring it out from the middle of the end zone. This isn't even going to make the 20. The coverage team gets to him.
The Texans take over first and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Here's Stroud. Schultz with the catch. And he'll get it up near the 38-yard line before going down. It goes as a gain of 19 yards. And it sets up a Houston first.
I love throwing on first down. And when you see a first down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you plan for, and you go out and execute.
Quite the start to that drive, huh? The first play sets him up now at the 38. To the air, Stroud. And oh, he missed over the middle there. Lucky that one didn't end up worse. That's swatted away, incomplete. That one firmly denied by the man in coverage. And it sets up second down. Here's Stroud now. Oh, he put some heat on this deep ball. Left. Oh, brother, it's another interception. Jesse Bates in to pick it off. And the Falcons bring the interception back beyond the 40 before the tackle is made.
You know, Kate, once you've thrown a couple picks, it's easy to become check down Charlie, right? Just throw it underneath and not take any more risk because you don't want to throw what he just did, his third interception of the game. It's time to protect the football at all costs. And if not, well, that backup better get ready.
Give him a few yards on that run. It's 2nd and 7.
Got to be rush hour, Kate, because there's a whole lot of traffic up the middle right there. He ran right into some gridlock, and he could only manage a few yards at most.
They go play action here. That one's caught along the left sideline. And he'll get this down to the 33-yard line. It's a gain of 22. And it's good for an Atlanta first down.
First and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Shotgun snap now to Cousins. Fits it through the middle. And he's brought down at the 17-yard line. Still on the move, coming to the line for 1st and 10. The Falcons spend the first of their 3 timeouts. May still have 2 to work with in this final quarter. Offense set for a 1st and 10. Robinson on the inside give. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
I talked to a bunch of different GMs, Kate, especially around draft time, and they all say the same thing. Linebackers are so hard to find. It's hard to transition from the college game that's in so much space to this game where you've got to play in a phone booth, yet have that explosiveness to chase a play on the outside down like that linebacker just did.
Trying to throw here out of the gun. The back grabs it. And in for the Atlanta touchdown. I should know this by now, Brock. I don't know if you're a Broadway guy, but there's a lot of names that belong on the playbill for this lead we've got here, but his name belongs on the marquee as he brings in his 2nd touchdown grab.
Yeah, a bunch of contributors all throughout this roster. No, not a Broadway guy. And with 2 scores now, it's what, a 2-score game? Easy to see he's been one of the key actors throughout.
Appreciate the honesty. Out to kick it away, here's Pinion. From his own end zone, here we go. Finds some space, he's past the 30. And great starting field position here as they bring him down beyond the 40.
When you get contributions like that out of your kickoff returner, it is such a boost to an offense. This is about showing no fear, hitting the lane hard, a determined run back, and setting your offense up with great field position.
The Texans set up nicely as they come up to the line, 1st and 10. Now to throw. The Falcons getting close, and they take it down. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
In theory, Kate, that's exactly what complementary man coverage is supposed to look like. The DBs, well, they're sticky on the back end of it. The front end, that pass rush, it makes an impact that gets home. But of course we know, it's not that simple. It is really tough to lock down a full field for more than a second or 2.
Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now. Throwing now. And that was probably their last gasp. It's intercepted. Picked off by A.J. Terrell. And the Falcons have it after forcing his 4th INT of the day.
4 picks, 1 game. Yeah, I get it. They've not all been his fault, but it isn't any easier to stomach. For the sake of his mental game, I think it's about time to limit things to short, easy passes or simply take him off this field altogether.
Houston calls it second timeout. And they'll have just one left to burn now.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get first downs against the better defenses in this league.
Oh, look at this. He's setting up to throw. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And that pushes them back. Third down coming up.
It's looking like a dreaded 3-and-out offensively, but listen, if you can't keep your quarterback clean and upright, you're going to need some magic, big-time magic, to convert on this 3rd and long.
Makes the grab in bounds, left side. How about that play, Brock? On 3rd and 14, they find a way to convert.
You know I love those chunk completions. They're so critical. Those chunk plays, they lead statistically so often to scoring. And then when you get it to a tight end and play action, it's just a little icing on the cake.
Into the end zone, but someone's able to knock it away. That's incomplete. Took his shot at 6 that time. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Wow, they're going to pass it here. This one's caught. And it's good yardage, but they tackle him short of the sticks. Final timeout called by the Texans. That's all they had, so the offense free to start running the clock down now. All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Going right side, Robinson with it. And he's tackled with the first down yardage. That's good for 7 yards. And that gives them 1st and goal. So the Falcons earn the win in this one. And it was a game for fans of high-scoring football, wasn't it? I know Brock was enjoying seeing both of these offenses work, and really not a lot to dislike from either group. Just one side working at a slightly better clip than the other. That was the difference in the win. Well, that'll do it for us, for Brock Heward and our entire hard-working crew. I'm Kate Scott. This has been the NFL on EA Sports. A well-earned win for the Falcons as we say goodbye from Atlanta.